U.S. Senate. Good to see you, sir.
Good to be with
When did
you.
you show up here in Charlotte?
Last night.
And curious what you want to hear from the president later this week.
Well, what we basically need to do is obviously get a level of energy coming from the people in the convention and the party faithful to make sure we clarify a few misstatements from Tampa last week, but also to appeal to the undecided and independent voters. They'll be the key to this election in the 9 or 10 key battleground states. So that, I think, is a message, and I think it will be focused on the middle-income families in America and the economic struggle they face.
One of the things we hear a lot about when we talk to voters is there's concern that no matter who wins the presidency, they're going to have to work with Congress. And I'm curious, when Congress gets back, either in the lame duck or into next year, is there any hope that you and Democrats and Republicans can really begin to sit down and realize that, you know, we've had a rough patch, a real partisan era, and we need to have some kind of coming together? Are there areas perhaps where you think there's an automatic and immediate chance for compromise?
With the re-election of President Obama, I can answer yes to that. I'll let the Republicans answer on the other side. And the reason is I know this president's commitment to bipartisanship, particularly when it comes to what we face at the end of this year. I've spoken with Secretary Geithner, with people in the White House about what's to occur during the lame duck session, and I know this president isn't going on vacation. He's going to roll up his sleeves and work with Congress, Democrats and Republicans, to get past the cliff and to get us to a point where our economy is growing again at a faster pace. He's going to do that on a bipartisan basis. I know this.
Real quick, name the states where you think now Democrats can easily win back, can win Senate races.
Well,
North Dakota is one that's certainly starting to lean in your direction. Where else?
Well, North Dakota is certainly, when you look across the board at our candidates, Tammy Baldwin is tied in Wisconsin. We think we're going to win that race. You mentioned Heidi Heitkamp in North Dakota, Shelley Berkeley in Nevada at this point. Sherrod Brown is ahead, and I can go through the long litany of that. It's going to be very close in the Senate. It's going to be 2 votes up, 2 votes down as far as I'm concerned. We're watching it carefully, closely. We think we have great opportunities with some extraordinarily good candidates.
You plan to run again to be the number 2?
I'm planning on it. I haven't made that decision. I'll make that next year, making all the plans, raising the money, touring the state. That'll be a family and personal decision made next year.
Excellent. Senator Durbin, thanks for joining us.